your physical appearance. So this is my key cardinal rule. Pay for it. Pay for your graphic artist to do your business cards, do business logos, do web design, do graphics, do a header, pay for it. Because they're experts and they went to school for it and they know what they're doing. Let them do their job. It will have your perceived value greater. So I know you're wondering what perceived value is. Well, Investopedia, kind of like encyclopedia, so it's a dictionary for investment words. Investopedia says that perceived value is the worth that a product or service, okay, has in the mind of a customer. The customer perceived value of a good or service affects the price that he or she will pay for it. Are you listening to this? For the most part, customers are unaware of the true cost of production for the product they buy. Only we know, okay? Instead, they simply have an internal feeling on how much a certain product is worth to them. Thus, in order to obtain a higher price for your product, the producer, which is you, needs to produce a marketing strategy that creates a higher perceived value for the product. What is this thing saying? Because I know you're like, this is too much business term. But guess what? You need to learn business terms because you are in a business, a legitimate business. And you need to understand these things. What they're basically saying is, people like to, if you look expensive and I'm paying a medium rate, I feel like I got my money's worth. But you look inexpensive and then you're asking me for a $50 haircut, I'm looking at you like you're $50 out your mind. You understand? Even if you might be the best technically at what you do, your perceived value could change the way that people look at your business. You might have a course that you're charging $400 for, but you have a perceived value that is much lower. People look at it like, oh, she just started. She doesn't look like, I'm not going to pay $50, excuse me, that's my southern word, finna. I'm not going to pay $400 for that. But when you put yourself in a level and you have your imagery in place and you are up there with celebrities in your imagery, people are like, $400, that's a steal. It's all about perception. It's like the glass half empty and the glass half full, okay? So now with all that being said, let me show you some perceived value.